Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rosano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. Today is February the 22nd, 2024. 2024. It's already February. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today? Everybody, we're going to talk about something very important today. As we always, every day is something important to talk about in the wonderful world of marketing. Listen, we all have to figure out where do we want to go, what do we want to do, and how are we going to get to a certain spot, okay? And sometimes when we want to go, you want to go and you get excited and you get worked up. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, we might have a special guest come downstairs. I don't think she's coming downstairs. I thought my wife was gonna walk in. My wife wants to do she wants to get back on the episode. And you can always go to the archives, and I had to figure out which episode number it was because it was a long time ago. I interviewed my lovely wife, who is a top-notch business owner, in the city of Atlanta, Georgia. And we had a pretty good interview. And that was a long time ago. I'm going to have to get her back on the show. And I thought I heard her coming down the stairs, but false alarm. But, ladies and gentlemen, back to the story. We want to get somewhere, and along the way, we think, I need this, I need that. But sometimes, if you look around your house, or you look around, in your car, the stuff that you need a lot of times is right there in your backyard, and you forget sometimes, or you might overlook it or whatever. But I will give you a great example today. I've been thinking about the sound of the podcast and making the sound better, making the quality better, and what can I do, and blah 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 blah. And so this morning, it was like 3:00 in the morning, and I thought to myself, I said, wait a minute, I have a nice camera that has hardly been used. I have a great system, like a great audio system that I bought, that I forgot about. I had it in the drawer. It's been in the drawer for a couple of years. And then I had these headphones that I got for this company that I like to order from. And I pulled out the headphones, pulled out the equipment, and I said, you know what? I said, I got stuff right here, And it has inspired me, and I'm thinking, I don't need to go out and buy a bunch of more stuff. I already have stuff. I've been buying stuff over the years. I've sometimes you forget, like you buy stuff and you're like, okay, I'm going to use it at some point, This is how I roll. I buy stuff, and eventually it always gets used, but sometimes it takes a little while. It's like, what? Why haven't I used that before? I've been working off the old $20 microphone for a long time, And this morning I wanted to record because when I'm home, I record with my computer, with my microphone, with my little microphone I got. But this morning I realized I left my computer somewhere else, couldn't record. And then I thought, I got to get this sound down pat. I got to get all this down pat. And here I am. I have stuff right in my own backyard. And instead of me going out spending a bunch of money that I don't have to, I already had the stuff ready to go. So, in the next week or two, I'm going to set things up, have things lined up. We're gonna start rocking and rolling, okay? And I have a little verse for you from the Bible. You know, some of you can close your ears, the rest of you can listen to it. And whenever I talk to you about the Bible, and I don't expect you to go out and get saved or whatever you believe in. It don't matter. But this could apply to anybody trying to run a business. It can apply to anybody who has a business. This can apply to anybody that wants to get really going down the road. It's Proverbs chapter 12, verse 11. The one who works his land will have plenty of food, but whoever chases fantasies lacks sense. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what does that mean? That means sometimes you don't have to go out. It's like I was thinking about this yesterday. If you ever look around your house and you want to start, let's say you want to start an eBay business. You want to start selling stuff on eBay. Before you go out to yard sales and all this stuff, look around your house. You probably have plenty of stuff that you don't use that you might want to start selling, You might have, because I knew a guy about 10 years ago, worked with this guy. He would go out to yard sales. He would go to stores going out of business. He would buy bottles of stuff and then he would sell it on eBay. And he said he was making $1,500, $2,000 a month, and he was making some good money. And I thought about it in the past, but before I was like, man, I ain't got time for all that. But now I'm a little more patient. I'm a little more wise in my way of thinking. So I thought, I'm gonna look around my house, do a little inventory in the next month or so, see what I can sell, and maybe start a little eBay, because at the end of the day, one of the things that all of us need to do, should work on, is developing multiple streams of income. You want to, if you ever think about it, I was driving today. I stopped and got gas. I stopped and got gas at a Walmart gas station. Okay, it's called Murphy USA. It's just an offshoot of Walmart, And I thought to myself, look how many things Walmart has. They even have their own little radio network, which is weird. If you ever walk into the Walmart store, I do a lot of deliveries to Walmarts. A lot of them. And so I'm walking in the store, and I hear Walmart radio. They have Walmart radio. They have gas stations. They have, a tire shop, this, that, and the other. They have little neighborhood stores. It's a lot of different avenues they go down. And the reason why is, you want to, I'm not saying have 7, you don't need 7 streams of income that's not making any money, but develop one. You develop a river, you dig it out, and it starts flowing water. And then you build out from there, and you see how many more streams you can get. Because the worst thing that you can do, and a lot of us fall into this. The worst thing that you can do is depend on one paycheck. What happens if you get hurt? What happens if you get injured? What happens if, they just like, hey, we good over here. No more, man. You ain't getting no more money. We got to shut down, And then your stream, your spigot turns off, and it's nothing. So, I'm telling you all this to say, look around your house. Look in your car, see what kind of service you can provide from your house or in your car. If you have things to sell, if you have let's say you have a pickup truck, you want to pick up pallets. There's plenty of ways to make money from the company of your own house, your apartment, whatever. If you like to paint, if you like to write poetry, sell poetry to people. If you like that'd be a good idea. Let's say on Valentine's Day, you like to write poetry. You sell people poems, and say, hey, here you go. Give it to your wife. You sell it to them, for $20, $25, $50, I mean, you can knock out a poem in 5 minutes, if you like to do poetry, I'm not saying force yourself to do poetry, but if you like to do poetry, you can knock out a poem. Well, you poetry writers know you can knock out a poem in 5 minutes sometimes. And so I'm just saying, dig in the backyard, look around, see what you can do, see what you can find, see where you can go, You don't always have to go out and about to make money. You can make money a lot of times right in your house. And a lot of times we overlook things, And I feel like I feel like a big fool because I'm just like, this whole time I've been thinking, man, I gotta get my sound better. Here I am. I have world quality headphones. I have an audio thing. I have a great microphone. I have a camera. I can set up the camera, shoot myself, make YouTube videos. And this whole time, it took me a while to put two and two together. I've been doing the podcasting. I've been just doing the podcasting, but and I can upload the podcast to the YouTube, but it's like, hey, if I shoot a little video every now and then, because people do want to see your face. Video, I don't think video is as important as audio, but if you want to generate, so we talked about this before, you want to generate a bigger audience, you want to have a bigger reach, video will help. The more ways you can create the content, video, audio, download the transcript, the more that you can do, the better off you will be. And it goes the same as finding what you can use, finding what you can sell, finding what kind of service you can provide out of your home, generate some money, because you want to generate money. And let's say you want to start a business and you're looking to get customers, it costs money to get customers. You don't have to spend a boatload of money, but you might want to have to spend some money. You might need Google ads, you might need Facebook ads. That stuff, it costs money. And let's say you're making a few $100 a month selling the stuff that you already have in your house. That money can go right to your business. And it's a whole cycle, And you want to, you really want to start opening up your brain to that kind of stuff, And in the next few days, I will have something for you when it comes to clarity and the mind and all that, I have a little sponsorship that I'm happy to share with you. That will be in the next there will be probably next week. Starting next week, we'll do a couple episodes and we'll discuss about the product. It's a great product. I like it. I've been enjoying it. I tried it out for a couple weeks before I want to pass it off to you. I tried it. I like it. It works for me. Hopefully it will work for you. But that's just a preview. That's a tease. All right. But I say all that to say in this episode, focus on what you can do from your house in your backyard, whether you have a friend, generate money as much as possible you can from your house, and you will never have to leave your house, okay? Because as we talked about yesterday, I talked to you about the mission statement. The mission statement of this podcast is to, teach, elevate, motivate, to get you up and to get you out of your situation and to get you the time freedom, the financial freedom that you're looking for, So we are here to help. I want you to listen to this podcast, listen to the words that I speak, take action, go out and kick butt, And so we will discuss more of that. We will discuss more of that and more of that in the future. But today, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I thank you for listening. Appreciate you for spending 15 minutes of your day with me. We'll be back tomorrow with all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. Thank you for listening. God bless. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, peace.